New at 4:30 now, it is the perfect scam for troubled times. The crime is called house stealing, and you could be a victim and not even know it. Philadelphia's district attorney is cracking down tonight. CBS 3's Anne-Marie Green joins us live in Kensington with all the details now. Anne-Marie.
Yeah, Chris, today the district attorney announced arrest warrants issued for 15 people involved in a house stealing scam. Essentially, they were selling homes that they didn't own and didn't have permission to sell. Many of the homeowners or legal homeowners were either deceased or they lived outside of the city, like the woman who owns this house right behind me here.
They stole my house. How do you steal a house? It was just absolutely crazy.
Teresa Bidwell learned the hard way that stealing a house is a lot easier than she ever imagined. Her rental property on Emerald Street was stolen and sold to somebody else for $5,000. Contractors had already gutted it when she found out.
My workers called and said they're in there working on your house, and I said, put the guy on the phone. And I spoke to him, and he said, no, my sister bought the house. I'm like, no, she didn't. I didn't sell it.
All the paperwork was in order, though. Teresa's name had been forged. She had fallen victim to a slick group of criminals the DA says sold more than 80 homes they never owned. Among those charged, 4 notaries and 1 supposed reverend. In all, 15 people involved in the scam.
What these people did was they rode around the city and they looked for properties that were vacant or boarded up.
DA Lyd Abraham says it's easy for scam artists to take advantage of loopholes in the law that allow a deed to be filed before any investigation is done on its validity.
The recorder of deeds records somewhere between 200 and 250 deeds a day, and her staff is incapable of thoroughly checking out all the information.
Teresa has her house back now, but at a price. It cost her $4,000 in legal fees.
I think it's a terrible thing, that you can do that to people. Really, it's just terrible.
Now, the DA says that she's received about 500 complaints of this house stealing over the past 4 or 5 years. And she also says, in addition to all the charges that the 15 face, she's going to report them to the IRS. You see, for every house that they sold, they said it was between family members, which meant that they avoided paying the transfer tax. So she'll be reporting them for that as well. Live from Kensington, I'm Anne-Marie Green, CBS 3 Eyewitness News.
All right, Anne-Marie, thank you very much.